the DR Congo is ready to conduct elections, general elections, on December 20th this year. And the current president of the country, that is President Felix Tshisekedi, is seeking a second term in the country in the upcoming elections. And I posted a discussion on this platform arguing that President Felix Tshisekedi is not right to be re-elected as the president of DR Congo. And I presented several arguments, reasons why I feel and I think that Tshisekedi should not be seeking for a second term as the president of the country. One of my main arguments that I gave during that discussion is that despite President Felix Tshisekedi being the president of DR Congo for 5 years, the country has faced, let me say, uncontrolled violence from the rebel groups. When the control of DR Congo by rebel groups started, there were initially around 120 rebel groups, but during President Felix Tshisekedi's leadership, the number of these rebel groups increased from 120 to 500. Rebel groups increased from 120 to 500 and something. That is under the President Felix Tshisekedi, who is currently seeking for a second term. Now, I do feel that this kind of a leader is incapable of maintaining peace and security in the country, and thus is not capable of serving as the president of the country for the second time. I saw a given post on Africa News, and this post was just talking about the kind of insecurity in DR Congo. According to this post, which was published by Africa News and AFP on 28th October 2023, the post was saying that M23 rebels had launched a new offensive against the town of Bambo, which is located north of Goma, and they frightened residents who fled from the region. According to this post, which I am about to give you what it entails in details, the United Nations Humanitarian Agency, that is OCHA, said that almost 200,000 people had fled their homes since October 1st in Rushuru and Masisi territory, that is north of Goma, where these M23 rebels are currently controlling. And according to reports, these M23 rebels are attached to the current government in Rwanda. Reports and news reporters believe that the current Rwandan president, that is Paul Kagame, supports M23 rebels. Now, I have no problem with what the news reports say, but I have a very serious problem with the current president, that is President Felix Tshisekedi, seeking a second term in the country, yet the security situation in the country continues to deteriorate. If I just go back a bit to what I have been saying on this platform, I did say that the war in DR Congo started in 1996. By then, I think Tshisekedi was not the president. And since then, 6 million people have died, and they continue to die each and every day. And millions have been displaced from their homes. Under the leadership of President Felix Tshisekedi, DR Congo has faced a serious security threat, and the country continues to face serious security threats. And yet, these same individuals are preparing to organize elections this year by 20th December. I wonder what these individuals have in their agenda to the people. I wonder what President Felix Tshisekedi is telling the current Congolese population that he will do better. I wonder what the current administration promises the people of Congo that it will do. I said that top in the list of the promises or the agenda that these people vying for presidency in DR Congo should include is security. They should promise and they should put in action that Congo will be peaceful. And if this can be achieved in maybe in what they may say 5 years to come, then I think this could have been possible in this last 5 years when President Felix Tshisekedi was the president. I believe one of the promises that President Felix Tshisekedi has given the Congolese to lure them to re-elect him as the president in the upcoming elections is that he will solve the security crisis in the country. And I did say, and I do repeat now, that the people of Congo should be very, very careful with the kind of leaders that they elect, because as I said and I repeat, the problem of Africa has always been leadership. The kind of leaders that we elect into political office are the same people who fail us. They are the same people who manufacture and cause our problems. The same problem lies with Congo. Congo has not been peaceful over the years because of the same blunders of these leaders. Congo is currently an insecure country because of the leaders who served in those years back and the leaders who continue to serve. And if the Congolese need one of the hallmarks, one of the features to choose a president, then they should focus on a leader who will solve the security crisis in the country. These happenings in Goma and other places in the country are to some extent worrying. These happenings are to some extent revealing the failures of the current administration. And I believe that the key qualification mark to choose a president in Congo for the December elections should be security. And if this individual is capable of solving the security crisis in the country, then that individual fits being the president of the country.